So 64 Thunderbird, hardtop, just your standard model car.
You bought this in a estate sale or at an auction?
It was an estate sale, yeah.
Is it original paint car?
Yes and no. Some spots are original, some are been resprayed, but who knows how many years ago, probably a long time ago, because it's old, showing its age now. And you can see like stuff like it's wearing.
Yeah.
You know where your arm would be.
Yep. Swing it away steering wheel?
Swing away steering wheel, yeah.
Did the bucket swivel out too, or just?
No, not really so much on these type cars. Chryslers had that in the 50s.
Oh, okay.
Monte Carlos in the 70s, you know. But these are just seat cover things. But yeah, interior is original.
Wrap around rear seat.
Even the carpet. Yeah.
Huh. How many miles are on it?
We have, I think it's 31. No, I'm at 38.
38?
38 now.
390?
31 when I had it, first had it, so I put some little bit of miles on there. So yeah. So yeah, 390.
It's like brand new under here.
Yeah, detailed the engine.
Holy moly.
Had to do freeze plugs on the engine. I had to take the engine out to do that because the car sat for 17 years.
Oh.
So yeah, the coolant just was acidic and ate right through them. And then while I was at that, so exhaust manifold gaskets were much easier to do and painted and detailed in everything underneath here.
Is this cruise here?
Yep, the cruise control setups, all this stuff here. There's a bellows back there that it all kind of works. The carburetor is, you know, has a special part number for it because there's a pin bracket for the cruise to hook up to.
Nice.
Which makes it a little more unique than a regular 4100 carb.
You've got your adjustable PCV valve on there?
Yeah, we do have that. That's nice valve for really setting it up. Then an oil catch can, because I did have problems with, you know, it drawing oil in the engine.
Yeah. And
that really alleviated it, helped it out a lot. And before that, I was getting, well, gasket leaks. So
the 4100, like Holly made for Ford, and then they just...
well, that's an Autolite.
Autolite?
You know, it's a Ford carburetor only, and they were making it since really the 50s. 61, they have the 2100, which is the two barrel.
Yeah, I know. I recognize the accelerator pump.
Very similar Holly things, but it's a Ford carburetor.
Yeah.
It just is. And nice one, you know, one piece, you know, body in the top there. Really easy to carburetor work on, you know, and fiddle with.
Did you repaint?
I was just looking at a buddy's. I just look at my carb. His spring is not in the right spot, so I'm gonna look at that when I go to mess with his car.
Did you paint this or just clean this up?
Yeah, underneath the hood. Well, the engine was out, so it's opportunity to repaint everything nicely because it was showing its age.
Yeah.
And over here there was like a mouse nest, which you know, the piss was eating through it. So, but took care of that and just cleaned up underneath the hood. But you know, just taped things off, and it's new paint from here on, just old from there. So
looks really good.
You know, it's got its little scrapes and bumps and all that stuff all over it. But
yeah, but it presents really well though.
Really fine. Really neat car. Yeah.
Nice comfortable cruiser.
Yeah. So the car came with, I don't know, they were probably trying to correct something, but they had this all stuffed inside here, trying to keep oil from coming out of that. Probably a lot of it was the PVC valve wasn't working, and they had like these little breathers on there, which this is much larger. Yeah. Whether that helps out a lot, but I was noticing oil coming down the dipstick tube, and that's pressure building up, wanting to get oil out of there. But I had the original one, which these are kind of hard to find, so I just found an old one. And, you know, all the stuff inside was just falling out, which I knew. And was able to take it out, uncrimp everything, and then put in a new, basically, wherever I can find it here. But I put new material inside. side of it. But yeah, basically put new stainless steel things in there. Just made the hole and stuffed it through so it can work nicely. Put it in there. So yeah, just rebuilt it. So uncrimped it all.
Yeah.
And reloaded that in there. And
yeah, it's super clean.
Now it don't fall out. So, because it's also hooded too. So
yeah, I like the.
It just fits a certain way, and it was like a 1 year only type thing for that breather. This little dome shape. So, I was talking to another Thunderbird club member.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, that's a good idea. I've been trying to look for a new one or whatever for years, and I'm gonna do that." So that was a handy little trick to rebuild that. Why? If you can't find it, you know, you gotta kind of
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Be a little creative with that. So I figured, if that stuff goes bad, I could just take it apart and do it again. So, what else we got? Oh yeah, so this car, basically not many options. It had heavy-duty spring option and white walls and skirts and speed control, which was kind of a unique thing because the car doesn't have air conditioning or power windows or.
You said this mirror is an option or an accessory.
An accessory. There's a trailer hitch in the back. That's an accessory. The guy added, Lucas flamethrower high beams, which were spotlights, and I guess back in the day that was like totally. Yeah, you gotta take the headlights off. You're not getting the car inspected. Wow. Because they're just spotlights. For your headlights. And then they put these big horns, big ship horns in the front. I told him, a Thunderbird member, he goes, "Oh, that's too bad." I go, "Well, the guy did it back in '65,
Yeah.
So
he wanted people to hear
basically original to the car, somebody fiddling with it, So, yeah. But cars were accessorized, they just were back then.
It's got the little Ford car light or whatever emblems on the glass and everything.
Oh yeah. Clock works, got that to work, just clean the contacts and
is it
again.
AM only radio?
Yeah, no, that's an aftermarket thing. It's digital.
Oh, okay.
But I'm half tempted just to put the original back in and just get a AM/FM converter, because that one I can't even see the readout.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to change stations and I can't even read it.
Really?
All in a box. This was eBay many years ago, and
eBay.
Bolted right in. Box set for Mercury. I'm like, oh, they're the same car. Fit right in nicely.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is what, 64?
This is 61.
61.
Kind of like your Andy Griffith car,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it a 312 or 292? Or?
292 with a 2-speed automatic.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like nice dark blue. It's hard to see in the.
Hard to see in
here,
shade, but.
Then in blue.
But it's a dark blue car with a light blue interior, and yeah, not two-tone or anything. But
just all blue.
All blue.
Okay.
Yeah. And nice big chrome stripe down the side, and then off the fin, your door handles go right down to the back. It's just a neat car. Had it so long.
Did you have to patch it all, or was it pretty good?
In the floor, what you can see is where your feet are.
Mm-hmm.
Fix that. Little spots over there. Other than that, not too bad.
Oh, the seats really. The footwell, is that the footwell or the seats sit way down? No, the seats up here.
Seats up there, and then your back footwell drops down quite a bit.
Wow.
In the trunk there was some repairs. I had to repair some, some brackets underneath and things. But
it's like right from the factory under the hood here.
Yeah, that's where I got to, and then I got stalled because I was looking for a hood. I had to find a better hood.
Oh.
It took quite a few years, I felt. And I finally have one. Now I gotta put it on the car and see how it fits and all that stuff before I really get into painting it. So, kind of what I want to do is cut things in and get the fenders bolted on, and then test fit that. Because who knows, I might have to tweak it a little bit. I just don't know.
Right.
My hood wasn't so good.
How's the chrome and everything?
Chrome's good. Just got to polish it up.
Bumpers and everything.
All that stuff. I got bumpers ready to go that are all chrome and ready. Yeah. It's just, main thing is just getting back into it and getting the car painted.
You had this like 20 years, you said?
Yeah. So the blues are a little darker. Because I remember the car was painted once and it was a much darker blue, so I wanted a very similar darker blue.
Mm-hmm.
But there's actually, if you look back at the sun, there's like a teal to it, like a green in that paint. So I kind of wanted that still. So
nice.
Yeah, I'll probably do the hubcaps with the wide white walls again on there. But stock, But
yeah,
but it looks custom. Bone stock, this car. Just from all the lines. And
yeah, there's a guy that had a. You've probably seen it around. He had a blue '61 Ford with a 406 with a tri-power, 2-door hardtop.
Yeah.
I'd see it in Chile and stuff, but with a 4-speed, that'd be a super cool car to have.
Oh yeah. Now you got left air, right air vents pull here.
Man.
Ignition. Got a Motorola radio, was an aftermarket back in the day. That works nicely.
Nice.
Can't wait to see it back together. It's been apart too long.
Yeah.
Way too long. I found that switch, that speaker control. I had the original one, but it was just all beat up and it just didn't look good anymore. But I found that at a swap meet, brand new in its package. I'm like, huh. I'll go, I'll put that back on there,
Yeah. That's cool.
Because, somebody added a rear speaker and that Motorola radio and added that thing.
So just have speaker in the dash and a speaker in the back.
Yeah, they added that. Because it typically wouldn't have that.
Yeah.
That would have been, an option on the nicer cars.
No kidding.
But somebody wanted tunes in it back in that day. This car is from Rochester.
Is it?
F.A. Jones dealership, which is long gone. And I have the bill of sale on that. The guy's occupation was mechanic.
Really?
Where F.A. Jones, he was a mechanic at F.A. Jones. And he got a discount, pretty good discount.
No kidding.
Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, who knows. But but I look back, and because it shows his address, and the house was 1958, and the house is still there, Ridgeway.
Oh.
Small little ranch.
Yeah.
So 2 years later, then he bought the car and probably retired, because he's probably an old guy.
Yeah.
Because I looked up the name. He was old then, so.
All those little like post-war houses that are all the little box houses.
So it was a new house in '58.
Yeah.
He was just setting himself up for retirement. Looked like.
How many miles are around?
And the house too. Looking at it, online there, has a nice garage. So he probably did stuff after.
76,000.
76,000, yeah.
You drove it quite a bit.
This car I did because I think I had 48,000 when I bought it.
Man.
Yeah, this one I drove a bunch.
That's cool.
Can't have to sit in again. You'd be looking in the rearview mirror and the side mirror, and you see the fins.
Yeah.
You see the tail end. Just looks cool.
Is the mirror on the roof or is it on the
hooks on the roof there.
Yeah.
And then your mirror. Yeah, just looking back in the side of the car, it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at both the tips of the fins. And
the trim comes. Does it go right in the door handle?
Turns right into a door handle here and points. And it just sends right back.
Yeah.
Total jet age, That's like the front of the grill. It's like your air intake, like for a fire plane, and then right to the jet exhaust in the back.
It's awesome.
Somebody was talking. It's like that time of taking something else and making a car out of it.
Yeah.
Making an airplane car out of it.
Yeah, you got like the jet tail lights and everything.
Yeah. The script would say Fairlane 500 right there.
Fairlane 500. It's all brand new under here too.
Yep, I spent some time underneath that, painting and cleaning and sealing it up. Preserve it so it can last a lot longer.
Just like factory.
I said anything I do with this car is better than what it was.
Yeah, right.
For a New York car. which was a pretty good car. Just needed your typical body work and all that.
Yeah, I mean,
Floor repairs.
it lasted pretty good.
But I've had it so long I can't wait to drive it again. Just cruise it.
A lot of these probably ended up at...
And the car's so cool, that rear window's so big you can see the whole interior.
Yeah.
When you're filling up the gas. And you go, oh, that's pretty neat. You can see everything inside there.
I bet a lot of these went to Monroe County Fairgrounds in the Demo Derby every summer.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you don't, well, you do see them, but you don't see them so much like Chevys.
No.
The 61 Fords.
They
used them up.
Yeah.
Or they rusted away just like anything else. Didn't drive a whole lot from 76 to 1990 something, 98 when I bought it. And so it just shows that they kind of kept up the care on it.
Yeah.
You know? And it was probably stored in a barn because Clarkson is where I got it.
Okay.
At the farm auction.
Yeah.
And this was, how much did I get this one for? $425 or $625, something like that. $625 bucks. And I drove it home.
No kidding.
With no plates or anything.
How can you beat that?
And then it started snowing.
Well, this is like my great grandmother.
So Clarkson, New York,
Yeah.
all the way out to here. So it was probably a good hour and a half drive.
In the snow, no plates.
No plates.
Made it.
Following my buddy.
Nice. Well, this is
When I
some.
was young and go, let's just do it.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Who knows, the car could have been sitting for 10, 15 years, you know, and oh yeah, it runs. Who knows how the brakes were.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
stops.
Fruit jar master cylinder and just get in and go.
Yeah.
Why not?
And I drove it for many, many years after that, and I could not even get the brake, the fruit jar lid
Couldn't
off
even get it
on that.
open?
I could not get it open, so I said, the brake's fine.
It's fine.
So
It
I kept on
stops.
driving it, and I go, well, I really should check inside there. It's been many years, I haven't checked. And I take the cap off, I go, ooh,
It's like that
there
far.
was no fluid in there. It was just that little nipple on the hole.
Good enough.
I go, okay, I gotta find out where that's leaking inside a front wheel cylinder leaking all winter, I'm sure. So.
Stop.
But I was ready to drive. If the thing didn't come off, I was ready to drive it around some more.
Yeah. It's good.
Didn't give me any inclination there was a problem, but it was too funny. Oh, not for nothing, the car was sluggish anyways, and then I had the transmission rebuilt, and then got the car back. I'm like, holy shit, this car's got some power to it now. Yeah, it got some get up and go. It needed to be gone through anyways.
Yeah.
And so I just finished it off as far as that goes. But the mechanic at the time at the transmission shop, he goes, oh, I haven't seen one of these in forever. I used to do these all the time. And
At least you know how to do them.
yeah, well, he had troubles because what I did, well, he had to really pull the clutches out because I fucked it up so bad.
The 2-speed, was this like the late 50s ones that they have like the hill first gear in it where
well,
you could...
the 50s ones, you know, like the little
57.
50s Thunderbird ones, those are really cruise-o-matics that
Okay.
were really 2-speeds. And well, they were a 3-speed, but you had to kind of manually put it in that first gear some strange way. But no, this is the aluminum Ford-o-matic,
Oh, okay.
which was just your full-on 2-speed.
Okay.
So, and which it motivates the car pretty well, you know, because I've had like Bel Airs with 283s and the Power Glides, same
Same idea.
feel, same power and all that stuff. Because like the 283s, what horsepower did they have? Like, because this is 175, I think.
Yeah, probably 180,
190.
190.
185,
Yeah.
195, but very similar power.
64. Two-door hardtop. Is this the big? Yeah. Is this the big slant 6 225? I gotta be like everybody else. Oh, slant 6, they'll run forever.
Yeah.
Until they don't.
I guess it's all within reason.
I know right now a guy's got one of the #1 rods sticking out of the side of the block on a fresh rebuild.
What?
Yeah, and then Dodge truck, he had he had somebody rebuild it.
Yeah.
He put it in the truck, he fired it up and went clank, bang, right through the block.
That sucks.
Yeah.
New block now.
It's dangling right out, right there.
Jeez. That's not good.
So I don't know what happened.
Guy didn't check the rods, huh? Guy rebuilding
that, or they left it loose or something. I don't know.
Something, yeah.
But
Jeez.
poked it right through.
Wow. Start up.
This thing's meant air
conditioning. It slows the car down, that thing.
Oh yeah. How many horsepower is the compressor? Do you know?
Well, it's like, that thing can eat up 15 horsepower easy.
My grandma had a York 12 horse compressor on it. And you'd click it on, and it'd be like, blah.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing. You click it on, you feel, and the engine sounds different when you're cruising. It's like, yep, it gets a little grumpier.
Does this have an idle kick-up solenoid for
No,
put the air
it's
on?
not even that. Yeah. So you gotta leave the idle up.
Yeah.
If you have air conditioning. Because you can idle this thing right down.
Yeah,
to
right down.
where it's just,
500 probably, something like that.
well, you can do like 450.
450.
Well, the Thunderbird 390, you can do 450 on that engine. It'll just.
Really?
Yeah. But then again, it's too low.
Yeah.
Then when you're sitting at a stop, take your foot off right of the gas, the car's not moving. It takes a little bit, so it's better to have a little more idle than way too low.
Right.
But this one's dialed in pretty good.
That's a sharp car.
Yeah. Nice little old car from Florida. Worked its way up here. It was in South Carolina, then Pennsylvania, and now New York.
Made its way north.
It's a neat little moped.
Yeah.
Been repainted, like everything.
Looks sharp. You don't see them around that often.
No. There's a lady, I stopped to pick up food yesterday, and a lady goes, I'm not a car person, but I like this a lot. She goes. Well, it's an unassuming little car. It's just a little old car, It's not meant to be a, race car or anything. So it's okay to like it.
Right.
It's okay to like it.
Awesome.
Signet 200.
It was really cool to see Brandon's cars. He's really meticulous and has. I like to joke with him. Like, you're turning into an antiquer, because he's got everything like perfect. The Thunderbird is pretty much perfect, and his Fairlane's gonna be cool. That Valiant, when have you ever seen a little Valiant that clean here? And I really appreciate helping get the tires mounted and balanced. So, stay tuned next time. We're going to do some more cool stuff. I think I'm going to try to get the 37 Ford running if you've been waiting for that. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you again. Bam, right here, doing cool stuff. Hot rod action at the Quick Speed Shop.